What up, y'all? Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, what's happening? This is Crystal Taylor, the owner of Fitness is Not a Game, and you are here with me on Fitness Friday, where we're going to talk about music, y'all. Oh, look, a drink up. Cheers. Because I want to talk about music and not just music by itself, but how your music playlist, what you're listening to during your workouts, can totally impact your workout. So, if you're here, say hey. Let me know that you're here. If you're catching us on replay, do me a favor and type replay in the chat. Tag your folks, share it on out because this is a good, fun conversation, some good, lighthearted, but real conversation is helpful too. So, before we get started, let me know if you one of those. I apologize. I just realized my mic was bad. Let me know if you work out with music and what kind of music you typically listen to. I got to say this. Don't judge me because I'm not judging, but I sort of am. But I don't understand folks who work out with no music. I think I'll be like, ooh, I get scared of folks who are so focused that they don't even need music to work out. I'm not gonna lie, that scares me. That scares me. I need my music. I have so many workout playlist, a running list, a rope jumping list. Yeah, all those things. So let me know where y'all at with that. All right. So let's talk about why it's even important because you'll notice for my folks who do listen to music, the music is so important because it can either take you here and like pull you through that workout that you didn't think you want to do and didn't want to do or you weren't going to make it, or it can actually make it harder for you. So that workout that even may have been going well, all of a sudden it feels harder than it needed to be, right? So our bodies, I say it all the time, our bodies are the original AI, meaning it learns, it adapts to its environment, right? And a lot of times people will think, hey, because they are doing certain exercise, they're supposed to listen to X, Y, and Z. But let's talk about some of the different types of music, to different workouts, and then the musics that go with it, right? So we know if you're doing yoga, typically it's going to be something slow and mellow. There's such thing as a hip hop yoga, but even then, it's still the beats per minute that because there's some slower hip hop, right? That will keep that heart rate mellow, well, balanced, so that it's not getting you too amped up. Same thing if you're doing cardio, if you're doing a dance class, the beats per minute will get you hyped up so that you can stay on beat with it. It's not always about the heart rate, but when you have a certain beat per minute, we like to have those songs match because then it makes it easy for you to follow along. So think about it. There's certain songs that if you listen to, you're like, oh, this will be a great song to do squats to because you know that it's going to have a pace where it's not too slow, but it's not too fast, right? The same thing, if you know you want to get that heart rate up, you got to get something fast to make sure you're pushing through. So it's really good to help you keep pace if you got rhythm. Because we know that some of y'all be rhythmically challenged as well. If you're rhythmically challenged, let me know in the chat. Because some people just can't do it. And they think that's just with dancing classes. It's not just with dance classes, it's with your regular workouts as well. But can I give y'all I'm not gonna say little known fact. I think fact might be a very strong word, but I'm going to call it a little known, I don't know, tidbit. There we go. A lot of times when it comes to running, And let me know if you're a runner. Let me know what your favorite workouts are. Do you run? You lift weights? Do you walk? All that good stuff. But a lot of times people think that when it's time to run, they're like, oh, I need to get through this run. So I need to get me some upbeat, blah, 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 blah. If it's a shorter run and you're going for speed, then yeah, I could see that. However, real talk, I personally, if you were to go on my running playlist, there are a lot of songs that are typically slower for a number of reasons. One, again, remember we're talking about that tempo. So you're thinking about how you want those feet to hit the ground so that they match the song, right? But also when it's slower, it actually your brain is listening to that and it calms you, which means your heart rate is slower, your breathing is slower and more natural, and it can make you make it through the runs a little bit longer as opposed to your heart rate doing all this and your entire body is wearing itself down. Let me know if that makes sense. Because then the run is not just your legs, right? Now it's the legs, the lungs, the heart, all of the stuff because it's all going so fast. Let me know. And it was funny because I can't remember how I stumbled on it. And this had to have been 20 years ago one day, and this was back in those they were iPods, but MP3 player days. There we go. Let me know if you had an MP3 player. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. We were talking about flashback Thursday when it comes to workouts or whatever. But let me know if you had an MP3 player. But I stumbled on it one day. I forgot what song came on, but it was nice and slow. And I was like, this is a great song. Oh, I know. Y'all want to know one of my absolute favorite running songs ever? I Will Run to Liberation. Look, that's one of my absolute favorite running songs because it starts off also. Y'all gonna make me want to play it for y'all. But I will run to that and it calms you. You don't have to use that, but try it out. But I said that to say it came on one day, there's a there's there's a fine line. Look here, we ain't gonna get started. But at the time, I am nowhere near thinking about getting into being a personal trainer, a fitness coach, or any of that, right? I think at the time I was a college professor. Wow, yeah, I think I was. But I had a good girlfriend, a Sora actually, who was a trainer. And one day we were talking and I mentioned it to her. And she was like, I've never tried that before. And she at this time she had been training for a while, decades. And she did it and she sent me a message or emailed me or something because it was 20 years ago. Shoot, I can't even remember if we were actually texting and stuff back then. That's a shame. 20 years sounds like a long time ago. But she was like, Crystal, that was one of the best tips I've ever received. It made my run so much better. And that was like the first time, when you got somebody you look up to give you a pat on the back, I was like, wait a minute. So maybe I could be good at this. But I'm always, if nothing else, I am a student of learning. Right. So that part, when I learned that, it changed the game because then I realized there's some days where it's not about the hype up music. Some days you just need to chill and allow yourself to listen to your muscles, listen to your body, and get into that. Now, there's some days, look, you might need all the ratchet trap music you can find just to encourage yourself to tie your shoes up to get started. That's the other thing. If your mood is already low, don't you play no low music. That's not the day to put on Sade and her and Daniel Caesar and all the Whispers. That ain't that day. Not when you already struggling. Music is so dope that when you are down, you find that good beat, that good song, get you dancing a little bit. Now it can bring you up and help you to actually enjoy your workout. Because there's so many people like Crystal. I don't like working out at all. But one, let's stop thinking about it as working out. Let's talk about it being movement. But when you have on that music that you enjoy, get the dance in between sets, it makes it go by fast. I gotta tell you, I'm so happy that I don't keep a camera on while I'm working out downstairs, because sometimes I think y'all would judge me because the songs, the dances, but they help in between. It makes the time go by fast. It makes the time more enjoyable, more enjoyable, right? And sometimes you just gotta switch it up. We talking about the dancing and the song. You see, I had to catch myself. I almost did a slow little dirty wine, because sometimes you got to pull out the reggae and the dancehall and just make it a different type of workout. Sometimes you gotta give me some soca. Well, who knows? Just to switch it up. It changes the mood, it changes the vibe. It really, really, really does. All right. So that's I just want to come on, not a lot that I want to share with you today, but I was just thinking about that, and just how for one, I feel like music is life. I do. It's there's rarely a time that I'm working, cooking, working out, whatever, and I don't have music going on. Like, I got all types of Bluetooth speakers and everything over here. But I had to encourage you all to incorporate that into your workouts. And you do have multiple playlists. And I would share my playlist with y'all, but I really think y'all would judge me. Oh, but I'll tell you this. When I am working out live with clients or other audiences, I really do try to be respectful with my music, right? So even if it's hip hop, whatever, I'll try to find the clean version, and all that good stuff. Have us a good time. So went down to Essence last month with the Travel Divas to do lead workouts for them while they were there. Shout out to them, and shout out to the ladies who showed up, and shout out to the ladies who showed up to all the workouts while we were there. You the real MVPs, right? But I'm trying to play, like some little good old school hip hop, like feel good dance. But then I was like, hmm, hmm, they're dragging because it was the last day. I switched and I put on my playlist literally says ratchet. And the way the twerking got them into the workouts, I was like, oh, okay. So that's what y'all needed. And sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need to get that nostalgia, like, oh, I ain't heard this in a long time. Like, ah. And then sometimes you just need to pop it real quick, pop that thing low to get yourself hyped up. Because that in itself is a workout too. Right. So listen to your body. There are times where I think I know what songs I want to listen to, which playlist is gonna be good. And then the mind may say, nah, B, we need something different. Let's switch it up. Whatever it's gonna take to get you into the workout, to get you to actually know, to get you to tune out the workout and just allow yourself to do and allow your body to move. That's what I want you to do. All right. And then so we're talking about the working out. We cannot we cannot overlook the stretching. So when it comes time for you to stretch after your workout, and you should stretch after your workout. Somebody type stretch in the chat for me. But you should stretch. That's when you want to put that good mellow music, whether it's instrumental, whether I would tell you, like, my favorite, that's when I definitely listen to my Sade. I will always listen to Sade and Nita Baker and stuff like that. Now, I have a chill playlist. And when it's time to stretch, it's time to switch from the workout list to the chill list, because we're bringing that heart rate down. We're allowing ourselves to tune in to our bodies by breathing and relaxing. And you can't really do that. Like I said, when it comes to the music, it can be a song that you really like, but if you are trying to relax and chill, what you don't need is to be laying there bobbing the head and all that stuff. When you should just allow your muscles to just chill and tune into the tone of the music. Now you could say, "Well, Crystal, I like hot, fast pace all the time." That could be for you, okay? But I challenge you. I challenge all of you to try playing around with your music and take note of how it impacts your body, your mood, your workouts, all of that good stuff. Let me know if you're down for that challenge. Let me know if you're down for the challenge. So, and it's so interesting. And I'll say this and then I'm going to let y'all go. Drink up. What also helps, music is music. Like I told you, I have my Bluetooth here. I also have my headphones. I always got music. It's different. It's great to just have music playing. You can hear it's cool, but it's very, very different when you have some good headphones or some earbuds that allow you to just get lost in the music. Um, I ain't getting paid, so I'm gonna say which ones I use. But there's a big difference between one pair that I wear and another pair that I wear. Like the other pair is so good. Now, do this when you're in the house. Don't you go outside and block all your senses out. Don't do that. Told y'all before, if you're outside, you need to have at least one out anyway so you can hear your surroundings. But when I'm at home and I know I'm in a safe environment and I get to just focus on me because my workouts are my me time. Somebody type that in the chat. My workouts are my me time because that's how you should feel too. So I love blocking the world out because I'm not going to deal with nobody else right now. It's for me. Um, but it's so dope to be able to get immersed in the music so that the outside world doesn't exist. It's just you, your music, and your body. You, your music, your body. And you allowing the music to help you improve your body, right? So because I love working out like that, I have incorporated the silent party workouts at my breakthrough intensive in October. So the breakthrough intensive is it's the weekend, October the 18th through the 20th, where we go all day Saturday the 19th, half a day on Sunday the 20th, and Friday night is welcome meet and greet and all that good stuff. But during that time, we're going to have 4 workouts, and we're going to be using those silent party headphones. Let me know if you've ever been to a silent party. The first time I ever went to a silent party, I was like, oh, this is all the things. I love a good silent party. But I incorporated that because I want the ladies who attend, and yes, it is just for ladies. I want the ladies who attend to get lost in the music. And they can't run for me as I'm telling them what to do during the workout, right? But it's going to be so good for them to just block out the world and allow themselves to get caught up in the music and allow their bodies to go. And because the whole goal of the breakthrough intensive is to help these women, help you women, because there's still space. We over half of the spots are sold. Let me see. Let me drop the link if you want to. Half the spots are gone, but the whole goal is to see how much you can actually do. Because a lot of times we shut down mentally before we do physically. So the goal is to push the mental and the physical. And a lot of times, if you remove the mental out of it, because our minds shut down before our bodies do. If you remove the mental, you see how much your body can actually do. So having those headphones on, having music, having me right in your ear, encouraging and supporting, pushing, is harder for you to stop. And it's more likely that you're just going to continue, right? And keep pushing. And next thing you know, you're like, man, I've never done this XYZ for this long. right? So yes, I'm excited about that. As I said, we still have a little less than half of the spots available. You can reserve your spot for only $100, and we're a little bit more than 2 months out. And so this will be perfect, and you can pay for it with your flex spending account. So if you know you want to come, holler at your HR department at the job. Also, your doctor can write a prescription for you to come, so that you don't even have to pay for it out of pocket at all. So but like I said, you save you a spot for $100, but it's gonna be a good time. Music will be played the entire weekend. The Look, I my clients will tell you, they probably all recognize this little thing, my little red speaker from when we at retreats or wherever. We always gonna have music playing somewhere. So put on some good music. In addition to checking out the link, going to bit.ly/breakthrough with Fanag to get more information. And more importantly, save your spot for only $100, right? In addition to doing that, play some good music. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take a doggone dance break. I love to tell my clients to do that too. I'll text them and be like, put on your favorite song and dance the entire time, right? Because sometimes we forget to just relax and let loose, because it's not just about exercise, it's about moving your body. And when you dance, you are moving your body, you're doing things that you enjoy, and you're getting that heart rate up. All right, so I'm out of here. Y'all have an amazing weekend. And I'll tell you this too, before we go, if you're even almost interested in this breakthrough intensive weekend, and you're like, wait a minute, insurance can pay for it, wait a minute, I can use my flex spending, secure your spot today for only 100, because the price goes up tomorrow. Okay. So get your spot. I want to see you in Chicago. Put on some music, dance, laugh, have a good old time. And I will see y'all again next week on our next segment of Fitness Friday with me, Crystal Taylor, the owner of Fitness It's Not a Game. So if y'all have to go out there in the streets, please be safe. Because I just want you healthy, I want you happy, and I want you here. All right, y'all.